Hello YouTube, Ultra Maximus back with the final review of my Bruticus Combiner figures. This time I'm going to take a look at the G2 color deco of Onslaught. So I've got one last combination, see falls apart, of robots here. Come on guy. Yeah, so here is Bruticus with Brawl as an arm. I really dig that arm, and I love the giant Decepticon logo there. We've got Vortex as an arm, and he's got his bitch slap hand there, and I've got his little blades extended out. I think that looks pretty cool, kind of like the video game commercial where the blades were spinning. And I've got Swindle as a leg. I've also got Blastoff as a leg, all attached to good old Onslaught here in the middle. And I've got the weapons, because these hands don't really hold weapons. I went ahead and kept the weapons mounted on the back to increase kind of the antenna and the bulk on the back of Bruticus's back there. So he's got a nice little backpack of death, as Imgo would say. And I really like this configuration because I like Vortex as an arm. I like Brawl as an arm because we get this nice little gunnage going on here. And these two look good as legs. Blastoff really only works well to me as a leg, a nice big bulky leg. And then Swindle does make a good arm, but he also makes a good leg. Either way, he's really nice. And in this configuration, we've got these nice big, hefty, big boots stomping legs with some nasty looking arms, with a nice, giant cannon on that side and blades of doom on that side. And it just makes a nice big stomping looking robot coming at you. So I really dig this configuration. Of course, we got the nice big Decepticon G2 logos there. We've got some smaller ones there, and then we've got the little one there. And of course, Onslaught has his little one there. Now, I wish this was larger, maybe up here, a bigger Decepticon logo. I also wish that, in this configuration, while I'm looking at it, I kind of wish that Onslaught was a Voyager figure instead of a deluxe figure. I think that would have helped the bulk of the figure. Of course, when you look at it this way, the arms really kind of hide how skinny he is. But I think a Voyager figure would have made this a much more massive and bulky and cooler looking robot. So yeah, there he is. Let's take a look at good old Onslaught in his robot mode, his vehicle mode, and, well, I guess his body mode there for Bruticus. So let's take a look and see how he pans out. Alright, so here is Onslaught in his chest mode, essentially. He kind of looks like a little stubby midget. And somebody cut off all his arms and legs and stuff. And, it's okay looking. I do kind of like the yellow. I think there could have been more purple up here in camo mode. I really do like the detail they've got on his waist piece here. He does spin this way. His legs have some decent articulation this way, but they don't really move that way. Your knees are going to have to do that. Now, the head sculpt looks really nice for Bruticus, almost kind of an Optimus Prime looking thing. I wish instead of the pointed V mask, they had the flat one that the original Bruticus had, but, I didn't design it, so I can't really say much. And I do like the silver pieces there. Now, on the back side, there's really not much going on. You really need to put his, and I'll take this off here, the back piece here really has to snap onto the figure. Now, I will say this. It does look better than G1-ish, and it does help that back so you don't see a bunch of stuff there, but it is a very thin figure. The other goofy thing is his arms just kind of fold up like he's grabbing the back of his shoulder blades. And something else, when you go to add the weapons on the back of this guy, you're moving him around, don't hold your finger down. Don't put a lot of stress on this piece because of it kind of shows it. You see the stress marks there on that plastic? Now, it hasn't broken or anything, but there are stress marks in the plastic from where I've went to go put the gun piece on, and this will just flip right off of there. So that's a little bit fragile. So if you do add the guns on the back of this guy or you're messing around, take this piece off first. Add the gun to it, and then place it on and do that last, or if you're moving parts around, take this off so you don't accidentally break this piece. Because I have, like you can see the stress marks on there. So be careful with that. Other than that, I really don't have much of an issue, except these pieces do pop off, especially when you're messing with the legs, but they snap right back on. I don't have any issues with that there. So let's take a look at this guy in his vehicle and his robot mode. All right, and here we have Onslaught in his vehicle mode, and I gotta say, I'm not a big fan of this. He's got the two dual pieces up here, but it doesn't sit very well on all the parts there. He looks kind of like the Fall of Cybertron Optimus Prime truck, which, I mean, they're both trucks, so I kind of get that, but it's not working for me here. I'm not really digging this. It almost looks like this could be a construction vehicle, like just add a bulldozer in the front, so yet another Constructicon. I'm not sure I got it exactly right. There's a lot of robot kibble up in here, and I'm not digging the big connector pieces that you can see, but that could just be me. I don't know. It is what it is, I guess. He's definitely best utilized as the main centerpiece for Bruticus, which is what he will be set up for me. Other than that, I mean, I think this would have made a much better Voyager figure with maybe a flatbed and then the gun mount back here, much like the G1 and G2 versions. But again, it is what it is. The yellow and the purple and the black in this vehicle mode do look really nice. I really dig that a lot. But all in all, it's just not grabbing me in vehicle mode for sure. So let's look at his robot mode. All right, and here we have Onslaught in his robot mode, and I gotta say, I'm not too thrilled about this one. I mean, he's okay, but he just doesn't look very G1-ish to me. It's very, very strange. His head sculpt's got good detail, but it looks more like a Predacon than it does a Combaticon. I do like the silver pieces up here, and the funny thing is, if you look, I just noticed this, see in the black here in the middle, you can just make out a Decepticon logo, a G1, where the G1 Decepticon logo would be painted. So that's kind of interesting. Just now noticed that. I'm presuming that's where the retail version is going to go, not having the San Diego Comic-Con version. There's decent detail up under here, under the chest. The upper arms look decent, but the problem is the lower arms are very small, very tiny, and yeah, they just don't look all that great. This is his weapon, and you can add the other pieces, but it looks really silly. I wish that they really made this so that it went up on top, because I'm pretty sure the original Onslaught had the two big cannons, because he was the truck that had the big guns, big double barrel guns. Pretty sure that was mounted up here, and we don't have that in this version, which is unfortunate. Also, this piece does not like to stick in very well. Something else that I noticed, there are stress marks right here, so you want to be careful with that. I'm going to have to make sure to be real careful with that so that doesn't snap off and break. But yeah, he's got some stress marks on those pieces there. This leg really doesn't, I don't really have any on that one, but this one in particular it does. So all in all, I mean, it's okay. The sides are kind of junky. I don't really dig that too much. And then we can see the joints there, and we see the joints on the wheels there, which is very unfortunate. But it's just kind of the way it is. Again, I think this probably would have been better suited as a Voyager figure than a small little deluxe figure. So yeah, there he is. Onslaught. So-so. I'm not, too terribly thrilled with it. I think Swindle, I think Brawl, and Vortex are the best figures out of the lot. I think this guy and Blastoff are absolutely the weakest of the figures. So thanks for watching. Thanks for watching the series. Look for more Transformers videos in the future, guys.